Yes, you guys read the title. It's going to be different from what you're expecting. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my 3D animations. But this time, it's going to be focused on the planes. Primarily the ones that are propeller engine, well, most of them being inspired by a couple of aircraft from World War II. To kick things off, we're going to start with a new aircraft. So how do I prepare one? Well, usually I open Microsoft Paint to draw a rough sketch on what the plane would look like in 3D. And here's a little drawing I recently made. Usually, after drawing the sketch, I open Photoshop and delete the background to make it look transparent. I do this a lot so it's easier for me to make the aircraft shape. But before we enter the modeling stage, I just want to let you all know that most of the propeller aircraft are shown here are actually replicas from a Roblox video game. In this case, you all know it. Get ahead. After clearing the background from the sketch, I open Blender and switch to top. Then, I import the transparent sketch and scale it. For scaling, I use a different aircraft model as a comparison, so that the size will be appropriate. And now we can begin the modeling. For this occasion, we're going to make a fighter aircraft with a twin boom pusher configuration with contra-rotating propellers of 2 blades each. So first things first, add a mesh that will be the aircraft's fuselage. Usually I would use a cube for role-play reasons since my modeling style is mostly role-play. Then I would extrude the mesh forward to create a simple nose cone, and stretch the other side of the cylinder, inset it, then extrude. Inset once again, but this time extrude and scale to make the structure for the propellers. Next, I'll make the wings. So for the wings, I use a vertex to create the wing's main shape, as well as a circle with the vertices cut in half to make the wing's edges. To make it look appealing, I use a knife tool to cut the wing, then select the cut and change the pivot point to 3D cursor. This will allow me to create a bend in the wing. In this case, this aircraft will have an inverted gull-wing design. After that, the wing shape is extruded in order to give the wing some depth. I use a circle to create a thin structure connected to the wings, where the tail section will be placed. For the wings, I used a vertex to create the tail that will act as twin vertical stabilizers. All I need to do is to create a single line comprised of 2 vertices, then connect them together to make the aircraft's horizontal stabilizer, which are connected from one side to another. And there we go, we have the main basis of the aircraft. I use a mesh plane to create the basic shape of the cockpit, but sometimes I do use the boolean modifier to carve in the cockpit shape into the fuselage, because why not? To make the cockpit's windows, I use both loop cuts and the inset feature in order to make them. The loop cuts were also used to make extra cockpit windows for details. I cover the cockpit as well as the engines in the back of the aircraft, where the propeller should be. The propellers are easy to make. All you gotta do is add a circle, then extrude it and scale it down. Select the faces, then extrude it in order to make a simple blade. I repeat the same thing except that it's on the opposite side. So now we have 2 blades. After making the propellers, I animate them. This time I make them rotate in opposite directions to give them the contra-rotating effect. I use keyframes. And there you go, the model's finished. Now we have an aircraft, and it's ready to be animated. That concludes this video as for today. And I know the dubbing is kinda trash, so I'm sorry. I tried my best to make this video to be done in no time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.